well known that Bill Belichick runs a tight ship in Foxborough. And according to Willie McGinnis, the relationship between Belichick and new Patriot Cam Newton can work if Cam buys into the Patriot way. McGinnis thinks Cam will, quote, respect that he's going to an organization that has had a lot of success without him. So, Shannon, in your opinion, will Cam buy into the Patriot way?
Yes, why wouldn't he? You see, Skip, I think Cam gets a bad rap. I think because Cam has a big personality, he dresses a certain way, people automatically assume he's a problem in the locker room. I've never heard any reports that Cam was a problem. So why would he be a problem in another locker room? Now, we've seen guys go from other places. We heard what Corey Dillon was. We saw situations with Randy Moss and Ocho Cinco. Have that ever been reported with Cam Newton? So why would Cam Newton have a problem in the Patriots locker room? See, he gets a bad rap. There's all this perception that Cam's a bad teammate, that Cam's a problem. Why? Because he celebrates? Because he dabbed? Because he did the Superman? I'm just trying to figure, where is this coming from that Cam would have a problem? He said he was wondering, like, okay, maybe my antics, maybe my celebrations, because when his agent told him that New England might have some interest, he's like, well, wait a minute, how me and Coach Belichick's gonna mesh? Because I do what I do, I do what I do on the field. I've never heard of Cam being a problem. And if he was a problem, they did a great job of keeping it quiet. But it's hard for me to believe that a guy of Cam's talent and Cam's profile, it would have gotten out. If he was a problem in the locker room, if he was a problem at any point in time, it would have gotten out. So I believe Cam will be just fine in the Patriots locker room. I think a lot of this gets blown out of proportion. For the most part, every guy that's gone there has been modeled. It's just that some of the guys that he's taken from other places. So why would you automatically assume that Cam was a problem and he would have a problem here when he wasn't a problem there?
Okay, I got you. And to your point, Belichick has taken shots on, taken chances on a lot of very talented players who had issues elsewhere.
Yes.
Randy Moss, he was a pretty model citizen. I know he started to go a little haywire there at the end, and after a Monday night game at Miami, Belichick said, that's enough, you're out.
Right,
and
he wanted to get paid.
Okay.
Corey Dillon ran for 1,500 yards.
Okay, through the time that Chad Johnson was Chad Ochocinco, I was very close with him, and Chad Ochocinco got a shot to go play with Tom Brady as kind of a last hurrah.
Right.
And I believe to this day, Chad will tell you that it didn't work for him to leave Chad Ochocinco at the door because it's who he was.
Correct.
It's what fueled him. He needed to be himself.
Right.
He needed to do the river dance, which is still the all-time greatest ever. It's just like, way to go, Chad. You just blew the top off celebrations with that one. If I look at the highlight, I'll watch it like 15 straight times. But the point is, he checked Ochocinco at the door. He went back to just plain old Chad Johnson.
Right.
He was a little overwhelmed and, dare I say, intimidated by the Patriot way.
Right.
And it showed in his performance.
Right.
He was flat. He looked average. He felt average. He played average.
Well, I think the thing was, Skip, when he first got there and he goes into the meeting room and Coach Belichick turns on the film and he's yelling at Tom Brady.
Because of the Jets playoff loss. He put that tape in on the first day of camp. They had lost a playoff game at home to Mark Sanchez and company, and he put that tape in and blast Brady over it.
Ocho had never been yelled at.
No.
So he's like, hold on, wait a minute.
Okay.
That's Tom Brady you yelling at. That's Tom Brady you cursing. I got no chance.
Okay. Now, back to Cam. I disagree with your premise here because I respect Cam for who he is. And again, he was not a problem. He was not an off-the-field problem.
Right.
But he was Cam Newton.
Right.
To me, his personality is the biggest we've ever seen in a quarterback. I'm talking historically.
Right.
We've never seen this. His aura, his sheer physical size. He's a huge human.
He is.
Who is highly capable of imposing his physical will on a defense in ways we have never, ever seen.
Okay.
And because of that, he needs to be Cam. The Patriot way has to be more of the Cam way if he's going to be Cam Newton of 2015, which a lot of people expect.
But my thing is, are you saying...
You can't tell him not to be yourself anymore.
But the Patriots released a hype video. When did they ever release a hype video of somebody?
Okay, well, maybe it's a new day.
Okay.
Bill Belichick just did a Subway commercial.
Right.
It may be he is mellowed. It may be that we've entered into a new realm here, post-Brady, this was the Patriot way. And to me, you're going to have to mellow enough to allow it to be the Cam way. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in a great way.
I just think the Patriot way is, Skip, it's all about the team. It's not about you. It's not about your individual stats. The most important stat is the collective stat, is the W. And so you come to work on time. You do what you're supposed to do. You meet, you be courteous, you respect your teammates.
All right, that's all fine. Good. You can't take Cam out of Cam. You have to conform a little bit to his way, which is however he wants to dress, however he wants to wear his hair, just let it go.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
Just do that.
Right.
Whatever he wants to post on social, just look the other way. Let it be. If he wants to speak his considerable mind, which he will do on occasion, when he is prompted, when he is provoked by something he sees, he will speak out about it. You got to let that go, because in the past, that's been sort of conditioned out of the team. You don't speak out. You have to be careful with the media, right?
You remember when Malcolm Butler tweeted and Tom Brady started liking everything that Malcolm was tweeting?
After the Super Bowl.
Yeah, after the Super Bowl. And there have been times that players have said things and Tom has liked that. But Skip, he let Gronk be Gronk.
Yeah, it was lighthearted Gronk. Like it wasn't, there was nothing controversial, especially about it. I guess you could say his partying was, but it was seen as happy-go-lucky Gronk, right?
And so for me, Skip, and you see LeGarrette Blount, every time he scored a touchdown, he poses with the Minutemen. And so I don't think Cam's going to be a problem as long as Cam does his job.
Okay. So to me, I never thought that locker room leadership was Cam's strongest suit. Where he leads is on the field with play making. You have to let him be who he is on and off the field. You can't expect him to be Brady in the locker room. Brady was strong in the locker room. That was a gift of his, is to be that locker room buffer. Okay, he's a bad guy. He's a dictator. The coach is. We're okay. We're doing this together. We're going to win in spite of him. I don't think that's Cam. That's not the way he operates. But if you give Cam the football, let him throw it, let him run it, play to Cam's strengths, that inspires a football team. But the way Cam fuels himself was with the Superman and with the first down and with all that, it's part of who he has always been. And by the way, that's the way he competed against Tim Tebow at Florida. That's the way he won a national championship at Blinn, a national championship at Auburn. And that is the way he went 15-1 and won MVP and got them to a Super Bowl.
Well, Skip, I do believe that Cam's leadership, maybe he's different than what Brady does. But I just think the thing is that the quarterback needs to echo what the coach is saying. Skip, I remember times that, after the first couple of days of training camp, Skip, you're tired, you're aching. You've been in those pads. And Mike's like, okay, we're in pads again. And everybody's like, oh, man, God, hey, man, Sean, I said, look here, bro. The man say we in pads. We got 2 hours. Get them pads on, let's get to work. It's simple as that, Skip. I say, you complaining about it is not going to cause him to take us out the pad. We might as well go ahead and make the best of this situation and let's get it done. Let's have fun with it. And I believe that's what Cam's going to do. And that's what the leader does, is that he...
Okay, that's fine. Will he do that?
Yes,
I don't know
absolutely.
For sure. Okay.
Absolutely.
Will he allow Bill Belichick to ream him out in a film session or a practice? Can Bill stop practice, blow that whistle and say, Cam, what are you doing?
Yes,
what are you thinking?
I believe he will. That's not normal, but that's normal in New England. And so, Skip, I mean, if you're in Tampa and you're not buying no meat, no fur coat, no winter clothes, but all of a sudden you go to a cold weather city, you got to dress appropriate. Well, you go into a situation where the coach chastises his players openly. So you have to understand that. Cam knew what he was getting in, because guess what? I believe Cam talked to Coach Belichick. I believe Cam talked to the owner, and they gave him an idea of what to expect coming to New England. And he also has people that played for Coach Belichick.
Okay.
So this is not going to be a secret to him.
Okay. It will behoove Coach Belichick not to try to coach the Cam out of Cam. That's my point.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
You guys have been watching Cam's social media, I'm sure, like I have. And I probably didn't pay attention to it before, but he looks readier than ever to prove something. He looks so fit. I mean, the guy is motivated beyond belief, I think, to make a name for himself and start the right way. So I'm looking forward to watching it. Unfortunately, did the Cowboys maybe take a step back yesterday by not getting a deal done?